Be the change. I was curious. In this world where we have all the goodness, we have all the resources, we have all the beauty, we have all the technology, we have the science, we have the developments, we have like just unbelievable things that people can accomplish. And then with all that going on, then I'm like curious, why is it so that it's so chaotic and it's so dense and dark out there? And if you turn on the news, you see the collective of us all in the news picture. Like, how can we produce these results when everything seemingly is so good? And so my attempt here on this little channel is to maybe just try and realign the focus to be with the soul, not the stuff, not the ego, not the things that you have to do, but you, the you behind all that, the I am that is behind all that. Yeah. And so bringing it back to a soul's journey instead of being completely asleep in the matrix, running around trying to get all the things that you think you need. Very stressful, very daunting. There is no real joy there. There's no real like reward from it, because when you reach one of the thing, and then you're back to yourself again, and then you go for the other thing. Oh yeah, I reached that thing, and you celebrate for a little bit, yay! And then you're back to yourself again. So how would it be different if you could walk towards the same goal and you walked with peace, you walked with joy, you walked with surrendering in the moment, just being present, and when you got there, it added on to how you already felt. And so then you walk on, and you don't have to live like that, but you live more like that in a good way. And you can still go for the same goals. You can still do the same things, even if you go within and check out what's going on below the surface. It's like the ocean. It's like the ocean. It's scary as crap, but it's also very beautiful. And once you get to know it, it's not really that dangerous. Dreams, soul journey. Your soul has dreams. Like, follow your dreams. Don't give up. If it makes you happy, then do it. And in your life, everyday life, in this three-dimensional world that we are living in, abundance. You are, no, your true nature, gratitude, commitment to goals. So, commitment to goals, and it's wrapped around by a snake. And so that's kind of what it feels like sometimes when you're in the world, in the three-dimensional world. So your soul has the dreams over here. Your soul is like pulling you in different directions. Your soul is pulling you. It's like this whisper in the side of you that is like, go that way. Hey, come on, go over there. Go over there. And then you are and then so that's your dreams calling you. That's your own GPS. That's your own inner guidance system that is guiding you, soul, to where the soul would be most happy and most of use. And so sometimes it feels like when you start to walk that walk and you start to listen to that, then all the snakes are going to come out. They are going to shed the skin as needed to manipulate you into the different direction, because their job is to keep you in the matrix. Their job is to keep you asleep. Their job is to keep you with no passion. Their job is to keep you with no goals. This job is to keep you drifting. The job is to keep you drifting and do the work for the matrix. But your soul knows that the true abundance is from within. You cannot find true abundance outside. You can find abundance in money. You can find abundance in resources. You can find abundance in relationships. You can find abundance, but the true abundance is from within. And your dreams. And it's not easy to walk here on planet Earth trying to be in really in touch with your soul. If you are in an organization, then the other people in the organization might not like what you're doing because it looks different than what they are doing. If you are in a family unit, then they might not like what you're doing, because when you start to do the inner work, it also forces, not really, but the other people around you, they will be impacted and inflicted by it, infected by it too, in a good way. So now they feel like maybe they have to start changing too. And it's very difficult for anybody to look at themselves. It's the most difficult thing that we can do as humans. This is why when you turn the news on, it looks like that, because we don't want to look at ourselves. We don't want to make the changes within ourselves. No, we want to go to the country and we want to fight against that. Or we want to go in there and we want to demonstrate. Or we want to go there and we want to really speak up and get all our anger out, which the anger is already just a reflection that is coming through the news anyway. And so it's difficult for us people to change, and it's difficult to even make a decision or even knowing about going within, looking at ourselves. And so once you start doing that, you're going to also find that other people think it's problematic that you do it too, because it's the truth. It's the way. It's the way. Like, if you want to be with God, if you want to be walking the path, you have to go within. That's where the work is. That's where you do the work. So your dreams, your soul is calling for you. Follow your dreams. Don't give up. If it makes you happy, do it. Anxiety. We surround you. This is from your guardian angels. This is from your celestial cheerleading team. This is from all the beauty that is not of the three-dimensional world, where the people might try to hinder you. These are your support systems. These are your helpers in the unseen realm. So we surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. Sometimes when you start to do the soul work, you are also it might create anxiety within you because of the things that now you're doing the inner work, and now you feel anxious because Sue over there is reacting differently to you, or Jane over there is saying something, or Pete over there is reacting like that, and they are all like, whoa, and it can give you anxiety. Maybe you're doing something wrong, or maybe all these questions comes up in us. But just do the work anyway, because it's going to lead you to where you are meant to be, rather than where you are maybe currently at. Abundance, your true nature, your soul. Gratitude, it's an entrance point into feelings. Gratitude, it's like the doorway into start activating feelings again, really allowing them to be alive and be in motion, right? Commitment to goals, mindfulness. And in this world, here you are in the three-dimensional world, going to work, taking care of your kids, taking care of the husband, taking care of the wife, however you are situated, taking care of your life, trying to maintain everything, trying to keep your head above water, trying to get all the funds that you need to take care of things, and doing all the life things that we have to do. And this is a reminder to be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. And one of the ways that you can show your abundance is to pray for Pete and Jane and all those people over there that don't understand you. You can pray for them and pray that they understand it too, that their eyes will open too. It's a beautiful journey to go on the soul's path, though it might be weird because you're kind of in the world but not of the world, because you're actually doing the work. And that's what sets you apart. Not a belief system, not like your mindset, That's not going to set you apart. That's just ideology. So someone wrote a book here. This book sets me apart because I implemented it into my brain, and this is what I'm talking about. This particular way of seeing things is in my brain, so this is the truth. No, inside out is where the change is. That's how you set yourself apart from the world. Otherwise, you're just like the other ones, just with a different mindset. Stand your ground. Your dreams, your soul saying, stand your ground. Stand your ground, don't give up. There is something you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. And this might be because of the anxiety. So your dreams might have something to do with something that you're very passionate about, something that you really care about, something that engages you in the life around you. So there is something that you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. And a lot of us do that. And we do that in our daily life too. Our souls are there and they're like, oh, my soul wants to come out and play. My souls want to interact with other souls. And then the ego comes in and it's like hiding. I'm going to know my soul. I'm not going to let it out. Might get hurt. No, my soul, I'm not going to let it out. No, people might take advantage of it. No, my soul, I won't let it out because all these excuses. I'm rather going to hide behind my ego. I'm going to hide behind my shield because it's safer there, and then I can just interact. And this is a reminder. This is the creator. This is your divine team that says, create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. So you can create boundaries around you with all these people coming at you. Excuse me. Maybe trying to create the anxiety, maybe trying to create stuff for you. This is a reminder to stand your ground. Stand your ground. Even in anxiety, sometimes life can be challenging. Sometimes life can be very challenging. So what do? There you are with your dreams, and people coming at you because they think that's the wrong dream. You should have a different dream because we see another dream for you over here, and that would suit you better. No, it wouldn't suit me better. It would suit you better because it would fit with your belief system. It would fit with your way of thinking. It would fit with your stuff. My stuff, it doesn't fit with. So how are you going to deal with that soul out there when you meet people who think that they know better than you do? I would say just stand there. If you have to, just stand there and just stand your ground, even through anxiety. Even if the anxiety is raving inside or the anger or whatever emotions come off, just stand there. Just be. Just stand there. Don't react. Don't say anything. Just stand your ground in your dreams because it's your birthright to have your dreams. It's your birthright to be on your soul's journey. It's your birthright. It's your purpose. It's what you're supposed to be when you're it's what you're supposed to do when you're here on planet Earth. And in your three-dimensional world, abundance, mindfulness, pray for the people around you that they might understand too. Study. A new endeavor is upon you. So something is coming at you. We get tested all the time in this three-dimensional world. We get little tests to us all the time. Sometimes we fail, sometimes we pass it. It's all a part of the learning. It's all okay. A new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. Put the intention out to the universe, and the right teacher will soon find you. Once the student is ready, the teacher will appear, they say. So in your three-dimensional world today, like in your life today, perhaps you just set an intention and you be like, my creator or God or Jesus or Buddha or whoever, Allah, whoever you pray to, however you pray to your divine creator, I am ready to find my soul purpose here on this planet Earth. Show me how to find my soul purpose here on planet Earth. And then the answers will come to you. You just have to be aware enough, quiet the mind enough, be aware, pay attention enough so that you're not always in your mind thinking. Because when you're in your mind thinking, you're already doing something and you're not paying attention to the signs around you. So quieting the mind so that you can notice the things that are coming towards you. And the right teacher will soon find you. And the teacher can be a podcast, the teacher can be a book, the teacher can be a person, the teacher can be a situation, the teacher can be a work environment, the teacher can be a friend group, the teacher can be an organization, the teacher can be family, the teacher can be anywhere. The teacher is everywhere. And once the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Stand your ground. Your dreams are calling you from your soul level. Might give you some anxiety because you might have to break out of old ways of doing things. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is steady, slow, but steady, thorough, doing the work, doing it, taking time. This is someone who has long-term thinking. This is someone who has the time to do it right and will take the time, will do it in the time that it takes. So standing your ground, just in stillness and working. Sometimes the dreams that you are working on, if you're aware of it, you might not even want to talk to the people out there in the world around it, because there are snakes that will wrap around you and try and sway you off of these things. So the dreams that you have on your soul's journey, sometimes it's better to keep the communication between you and the creator. And then you just pray about things and you work in silence. You do the inner work in silence, and you let the other side, the three-dimensional world, you let them see the results. And change perspective. And this might be this perspective that other people want to put on you. You can't do that. No, that's not okay. That's too much. Nope, you'll never be able to do that. You won't be able to do that. You can't do that. You're stupid or whatever. And maybe now is to change perspective. Voluntarily at this moment in time, perhaps you're sitting there and you're like, there is something about what this person is talking about. Maybe this is a teacher too. Then there is something about this thing, and there is this dream that I've held inside that has been nudging and nugging and tugging on my strings a little bit here. Maybe this is something that is worth looking into. And then you can change the perspective of what is possible to do in your human life here on planet Earth. Doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what kind of circumstances you have around you. There's always something inside of each and every one of us that is calling for our attention. And we're all called to like different places in this society that would fit our needs, that would fit our personalities, that would fit our values, that would be good for us, so we could rise up and be of our best use in those circumstances. And finding those places, it might have to change the perspective away from what the matrix is set to want you to do. We want you to go and work for the man. We want you to go and work for this and do that, because the more people we have working there and doing all this and arranging all that, then we up here are good. And so that's the structure. And so here is like someone who is in there and in the matrix and doing all these things, and then all of a sudden pause for a little bit. They're like, dang, I wonder if there's a little dream inside of me that is actually calling. I think so. Maybe I should look at that. And there's your new perspective. Standing your ground, listening to that inner calling. And the King of Cups, compassionate, taking charge, being compassionate, being a leader, being assertive, having the strategy. And this might be the dream. Maybe your dream is to rise up and be a great leader. Maybe your dream is to show me how to be a good leader. Maybe your dream is show me how to take charge and authority of myself and my life. Show me how to do these things. And you ask the creator so that you can take your power back in your life. And outside of you, in your three-dimensional world, you are going to experience a victory. And this is a victory that is seen by others, not the internal ones that you have over here. You have victories all the time. Inside, when you do the inner work, you have victories every day. Like when you do the inner work, you're gonna be amazed by how much relief and how much calmness, how much more centered you can be, how much how much more focused you can be just by quieting the mind. And once you start doing this work, you get rewarded every day. You have victories all the time that nobody sees, nobody's cheering for them, but they will notice them in the outside world because they're going to see that you don't react the same way, you don't act the same way, you don't speak the same way, you don't look the same way. You show up and you are like, okay, something changed in here. And that's what you're doing here on the dream side, working on that anxiety within that is holding you back a little bit, working on these things, taking it slow and steady, standing your ground. And the outside will follow suit, and the outside will see what the results. They're going to see the new you rising up there. And here you are, and then you're going to be celebrated by many. And now you can also be the teacher after, an ending to old cycles. And the ending of the old cycle, that might be like, yeah, because you always had a sense that you had some kind of a purpose, which always set you apart. Or maybe they treated you really badly when you grew up, or they somehow you were set apart from the other ones. And so this painful cycle of being outside, or this painful cycle of being misunderstood, or this painful cycle of being the black sheep, or the painful cycles of always being misconstrued in some way or the other is going to be in the past. And they're going to see the victory. Because why? Because you're ending it, because you're doing the inner work and you're ending that painful cycle. And the teacher that you need is going to appear. Victory, people will notice the work that you do. And the Knight of Wands, passionate action in the world. That's where you want to take the passionate action. You want to hop out there, be passionate about your projects, show out, show up. What's it called? I don't know. Something like that. Taking passion, being impulsive, being engaged in what you are doing, being also reining in so that you don't fall trap into the passion traps. Come over here, I'll give you some passion. Oh, it's going to be so good. Just stay here for a while. Hey, where did my purpose go? I don't know. So stay on course, standing your ground, staying on course. Taking out the passionate part in like teaching others, showing them the victory, showing them what happens when you do the inner work, showing them what happens, what kind of inner abundance that you will gain when you don't give up on your dreams. Show them. And you're showing up for yourself. You're doing God's work. You're doing the things that you're supposed to do as a soul here on this planet Earth. And you're going to feel like 1 million bucks. And you don't even have to have any abundance in this material world, but you're going to feel like 1 million bucks. And because you feel like 1 million bucks, then what is going to come at you with the law of attraction is going to be, yeah. So you're going to be in a good place. This is where it starts though. Your dreams, remembering the soul, doing the soul's work. Esther and Abraham Hicks says, sometimes people will tell us that they are not bothered by clutter. So we tell them that the clearing clutter process is then unnecessary for them. However, since every piece of everything does carry a vibration, almost everyone really does feel better in an uncluttered environment. The beautiful light in me, it loves and honors and respects the same beautiful light in you. Take a deep breath. Till next time, namaste.